Hello and welcome to Orchids 365 if you're new, and welcome on back if you've been with me and my channel. I want to do a what's blooming mid-January 2022 because I noticed I hadn't showed you my garden since December. It's been about a month. I wanted to start off with this beautiful spotted baby that I have in bloom here. Look at these flowers, you guys. It is now the calm before the storm. We're waiting for a lot of wind and a lot of rain. V Painter's Dream, called Fragrance. I don't detect a fragrance, but it's a pretty name. And bear with me, it is windy. And I'm like, you know what? There's so much beauty going on here. I just wanted to share all these beautiful babies that I have in bloom. Chara Delight, V, Chara Delight. This is one of my Banjong babies I've had for a while. And such a deep, bright, they like to say, you know, the blue orchids. It's a purple, but so purple it may look blue, right? My new Ragnus Gigantea. I was in between this one and the peach one. I apologize, my voice cracked. And I just couldn't, I don't know if you guys saw my video when I went to the OFE orchid sale with mom. I think that was like my last video. But as soon as I walked in, I fell in love with her. And then I kept seeing her in the different vendors. But when I went to Gemini Orchids specifically, I just love, this is my kind of setup. I'll show you how my other one is set up as well. These are Vendacious, but they are thirstier than the regular pandas. So I have had much success with the other one that I've had for many, many years, and I bought one about the same size of the one that I own. And a funny feature is, you see how this one spike is longer, more flowers, and then this one is shorter? I had the same thing happen to the one that I'm growing here. And I was thinking, what if this is the side that's getting more light, right? And the other one perhaps is not. Silly me, we shall see, right? This one right here is another Banjong baby, Evergreen Delight. She's on her way out. Completely forgot to show you. I've been so busy because now I have my Orchids 365 business, and I've been so busy designing and making and printing and selling and working and everything. See how the wind is going? I'm debating whether or not I need to take these in, secure this a little more. Let's go. I'm gonna go to bloom. It's not in bloom, but she's so pretty. Can't believe there's still a mosquito chasing me with all this wind. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite Tricolor Pandas, and I got her many, many, many years ago. My son, actually, my oldest, picked her out, and she had a lot of buds that blasted. Look how beautiful she is. I have to do something about her because she's leaning sideways, and I'm afraid that the weight might hurt her. So I have to see, because she's in a very flimsy pot and she's grown really tall. I don't know what's going to happen after we get the rain and the wind, so I wanted to show you the flower. My crazy Ragnus, that has grown over 10 feet, has decided to spike. I mean, just call me, yeah, Roxy and the Beanstalk, because maybe we'll see those flowers. I don't know. I need a ladder to show them to you, but whatever. Hey, she's happy. This is another Mocara that I got from Dan and Margie's, like the ones I have up front, but this one didn't like the light as much, so I have her back here. Gosh, I can't wait to see her spike one day. She's gonna be a blue one. So my beautiful, giant, very fragrant Cattleya did not bloom as pretty as usual. A little bit of distortion there on the lip, but hey, she's still so pretty and shiny and fragrant. It's okay, it happens, right? This one is probably one of my oldest, biggest Cattleyas, and usually blooms all together, but now just doing it randomly. There's one over there, There's one over here, so fragrant, you guys. And there's more about to pop out of this dry sheath, see, that I never ever cut because of that reason. Super big, beautiful, fragrant. And I've never touched her. She's in a gigantic pot. She's happy. I am not gonna touch her. My little jewel orchid there has a spike, like maybe 4 spikes. Honestly, I grow her for her leaves and her beautiful foliage. I don't really, you know, the flowers are they're all right. It's nice to have flowers, but she's so pretty and she's so happy here. And then this Mimi has been blooming, I think, every single video that I've done. And her flowers are probably the hardiest, long-lasting, most fragrant Vanda flowers, because it's just amazing. I'm gonna have to dedicate a video solely to fall orchids, because look at this. I have so many spikes. This was my creation. I know it's been over a year, and you know me, I was pushing the limits. I wanted to grow these mini Vandas, I mean these mini phals, very much wild like Vandas, and I love roots. And look at that, 3 spikes. And when this one decides to open, it's going to be quite the show on the Vanda boat. That's what I call it. So far we have 1. There's 2 different, the phal boat. Look. That's going to be amazing. And just look how many buttons when they're all open. And these guys here have been open for over a month. Look at that. Okay, without further ado, the mystery orchid sitting in the Frida pot is probably the ugliest in my collection. Sorry if you love these. I had no idea when I bought this. That's the beauty of collecting bag babies. Apparently, it's very happy because I have 3 spikes full of these alien. I looked it up, the dendrobium ones. Right now, can't come to mind. I know you know them. Everybody grows them. There's at least 1 in every collection. Look at this. I mean, I kind of think it looks like a cool dragon face if you look at it like this. I mean, it's so, I don't know, weird. I'll keep her though. Look at the amount of flowers. I read she's supposed to be fragrant, but I don't know. I'm so confused. There's so many things now in bloom that are fragrant. There's the other spike opening up. See? I try to take her down and take a decent picture without hurting her spikes. I did a care collab on the Twinkles, and guess what? They're still opening. I feel like it's 1 twinkle at a time. There's a lot of spikes. It's gonna look really cool once it's all open. I'll do a little short. And yeah, there they are. These little divas, but I mean, I can't help it. I love them. Maybe one day I'll get pink ones. And I was thinking of putting them together because I have that space here, and just putting them right there, buying blooming size either pink or red. What do you think? That'd be so pretty, right? Just keep them right there where they're happy. I like that idea. Let me show you real quick my wild little phals down here. There's a bunch of buttons and I can't remember who's who until they open. Risky business from 1 sheath. I counted 10 blooms. I have her inside. I can smell a little bit of fragrance in the morning because I have her inside. I've never noticed before, but very subtle perfumey. And I've never had that on a little Cattleya, like an NN. So I detected fragrance on this one. And look at that, guys. She always blooms in the fall. But look, now I got 10 flowers, and I have put a little bamboo stake in there and 2 twisty ties. And I brought her out for the water because I want her to enjoy this rainwater, very much needed. I have little spikes down here on my little starfish. One little spike here, another one over here. Those are those little beautiful purple, bluish antelope dendrobiums. She's still going, and the yellow one loves last like no time, so I'm glad I put them together, because at least this one, I was expecting more blooms, but it's okay. Maybe next time. They usually bloom in the spring anyway. 2 more spikes up there on the Hawaii Spectacular. And on my Epidendrum Mabel Canda, which is one of my favorites because she's green. Look at that spike. It's my 2nd spike. Look at that. So there's definitely going to be nice things to see my next video. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Now that it's all open, it's like a full circle of blooms. You know what? I'm gonna go around and show you before I forget. I always forget her because I have her hidden back here. And look at these blooms. I used to know her name, but she swallowed her tag. She's non-stop blooming. This one's opening, this one up there. She's one of my favorite babies, but she's in her favorite spot, y'all. And she's been in that pot her whole life, can you tell? I don't know if I'm ever gonna dare to touch it, but she's year-round giving me these flowers. And she's so happy there. I do not want to disturb her at all. Look at that. I always forget to show her to you just because she's back there. I'm gonna go and end this video with my Jamaican lipstick plant because I uploaded a short and now look what has happened to the flowers. Hence lipstick plant. When I uploaded the short, that red part wasn't there, and now it is. And look at that. How cool is this? Thank you, Paulette, for trusting me with your baby. And look at that. There's more. See that? It says that she is very happy living under my mango tree. Look at her size, guys. I mean, geez, what a beauty. So with this really neat and interesting plant, I'd like to say stay safe, be kind, and happy growing. I look forward to our next video. Bye, guys.